Hello there, I thought I'd record this quick tutorial for how I play Bully in the Alley, which is the shanty I recorded a few days ago. I recorded it in the key of F there on my CF Melodeon, but I'm playing exactly the same thing but in G here. F's a little bit more comfortable for me to sing in, but G is also perfectly manageable, and more people have DG Melodeon, so I thought that might be handy. What I'm going to do, I'm going to sing you just the first little bit of it, how I play it, and then we can dive straight into deconstructing that and working out how you can learn it. So. Sally's the girl that I love dearly, way bully in the alley. Sally's the girl that I spice nearly, bully and gin so help me Bob, and bully in the alley, way bully in the alley, help me Bob, and bully in the alley, bully and gin So as you can see, it's just a very simple tune, and it's the same tune for the verses and the chorus. It's the same repeated second and fourth line in the verses and the chorus, and it's the same three chords all the way through. So really, it's a very nice beginner tune to start on just as a tune. It's also a very nice beginner song when you're starting to sing with the Melodeon as well. And how I would recommend you do this is you first learn the tune, then you can learn the tune with the chords, and then you can learn to sometimes play the tune and sometimes play the chords when you're singing it. And this is how I do it. I play sometimes the tune, little bits of the tune, and sometimes the chords, so that you get the whole... You get the variety in there of a little bit of tune, but it doesn't override the singing and it doesn't become monotonous. So, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play the tune on my right hand nice and slowly a couple of times through. Then I'll stop and then I'll do the same thing but with the chords as well, and hopefully you can use these to learn them from. Might have noticed there are a couple of slight variations in there. That just depends on the particular words in any verse, so don't worry too much about that. That just comes when you're singing it and when you're used to hearing all the words in your head as you're playing it. But once you've learnt the tune, you just need to learn the three chords that I'm playing for this. And obviously on a Melodeon there's lots of different ways you can play the same chords. A G chord could be up there, it could be down here. A D could be push on the D row or pull on the G row. But what I'm playing for this is C with two fingers, a G, which is sometimes these two fingers and sometimes these two fingers, and a D, which is just these two fingers again, but it's a pull. And that's pretty much it. And when you mix that up with the tune, then you start getting the interesting combinations. So I'll do a little bit of that, where I start off when I'm singing, just pulsing it slightly. It's very important when you're playing something like a shanty that you've got a lot of bellows control. Firstly, that you can play softly enough that you can sing over it, because if you're playing at full volume, you'll strain your voice. And also that you can add that little bit of rhythm in. So what I'm doing when I'm singing through, say, a chorus is a good place to start, is I'll have for the first line just the G. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Then I switch to C, way, and the high G, hey, D, bully in the, and then I'm playing a little bit of the tune, bully in the alley, and then again with the first line, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Then I play a lot of the tune here for the last line, and that's a good way to sort of highlight the last line. Bully down in Shinbone House, ending on that G chord. And you can mix this up throughout the whole tune and do what you like with it, experiment. That's pretty much everything you need to know for this. Other than that, there's just a fair amount of practice and a little bit of experimentation. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If there's anything I've forgotten or any questions you have, just comment and I'll get back to you. And thank you very much.